Ruben Amorim gives his first interview as Man United manager and calls for his players to play without fear as he opens up on the massive challenge ahead of him. Ruben Amorim on Friday night warned his players that they must play from day one without fear as he bids to be the man to turn Manchester United around. Speaking in his first interview as Manchester United boss, Amorim spoke of the connection he already feels to the club and his determination to do something special in a special club. But first and foremost, he promised United's fans that he will imprint his identity on this team from day one, provided his players totally buy into his philosophy. "We know it will take time, and we will try to win time with the games," he said. "But we have to start since day one without fear, without thinking that players are not used to playing like this. This is not on my mind. They will start on the first day with our idea, no matter what. That's the goal." Amorim, who surprised fans on a tour of Old Trafford on Wednesday, arrives at a side buoyed by the 4-game interim spell of Ruben Amorim, but a side that is down on its haunches after a poor start that has them 13th in the Premier League table. "I know that it's going to be tough. I know it's a massive challenge, but I feel quite relaxed," Amorim told the club's in-house media. "I feel at home, and I think that is important in the beginning. So, I'm very excited. I know that the manager or head coach is so important in the club because you have in your hands the engine of the club. I understand that. But I want to be part of something. I don't want to be just in charge, so I want everybody together. It will be more fun and so much easier to reach the goals." Amorim and his coaching staff are still waiting for ratification of their visas before taking charge of training next week, but he has already made his presence known around Carrington. United are already 13 points off league leaders Liverpool, but just 4 points off Arsenal in 4th, and Amorim is eager to install a winning culture back into a side that lost their way in the final few months of Erik ten Hag's reign. "The most important thing for me is identity. So since day one we will start with our identity," he said. "Of course we are going to prepare the games, but we will focus a lot on our game model. How to play, how to press, these small things, small details. You cannot go 100% on every detail because it will be confusing for the players. So if I have to say one thing, my main goal, my first goal is identity." On his tour of Old Trafford, it was learning about the Munich air disaster and how the club responded to it, which really left a lasting impression on Amorim. "You see the tragedy that we have as a club," he said. "So you can understand the history. After the crash, then we were European champions. This kind of strength, I think it is important to put in our team.